If you guys need help gearing up for any of the new content in Grand Theft Auto Online, or just looking to check out some new games, use G2A with the link in the description, and also use cashback code BOSS if you want to save a little bit extra as well. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at some brand new leaks suggesting something very interesting coming up for Grand Theft Auto, including the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online, when that could be releasing, and a whole lot more. So this is all coming the other day from apparently a leak that started on the website 4chan, and as always with sites like 4chan and just leaks that randomly show up, you do have to take them with a grain of salt. Now, in the past, we have seen leaks from this website and other types of, leaks like this do turn out to be true, or parts of them to be true. So I would remind everyone to be cautiously optimistic here, to not get their hopes up too high, but also don't just completely dismiss this entire thing. So it says PlayStation Insider here. Here's PS Plus games until July. And you can see when this was posted a couple of days ago on Sunday, saying, I work at marketing and PR of one of the local PlayStation branches. I saw the listed games as they discussed us regarding upcoming materials to translate and promotion materials for upcoming months. So clearly, it doesn't look like English is this person's first language. That's totally okay. You guys can see there in April, it's going to be Oddworld, Soulstorm, Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions, A Hat in Time. In May, it's Injustice 2, Cuphead, and Dreams. And then this is where things get interesting. In June, Grand Theft Auto Online, PS5 only, next-gen upgrade available. Then the other ones are Ratchet and Clank, Into the Nexus Remaster, and then just Into the Nexus. So let's focus on that one right there. In the month of June, this insider is saying that Grand Theft Auto Online, the PS5 next-gen upgrade version, is going to be the one that is going to be on PlayStation Plus. And in case you guys don't know what PlayStation Plus is, this is a subscription service that you can sign up via Sony and on the PlayStation, and each month you get a handful of free games. It's a cool way to explore titles that you might not have necessarily thought anything about, but because they're free, you might play them, you might fall in love with them, you might end up purchasing future editions or titles. So it's actually a really creative and clever system by Sony, and apparently in that month, GTA 5, in the month of June, GTA 5 is going to be free. Now, this insider says it's the PS5 next generation version, because right now you can play GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online on a PlayStation 5. You're just going to be playing the backwards compatibility version that you could play on a PlayStation 4 Pro or an Xbox One, for that example, if you guys are playing on Xbox Series X right now. So because of that, I'm a little bit confused on what exactly this means. Is this going to be the expanded and enhanced version, or is this just some weird promotion that you can play Grand Theft Auto Online for free? At a minimum, I think if this is real, this is good news. So if this is legitimately the next generation version come out in June, that's fantastic. That's earlier than I expected, and we'll actually talk about that in a little bit. And that means we don't have to wait all that much longer. Now, if this is just the backwards compatibility version, I still think this is good news, because this is very likely going to be a promotion for what would be coming up next. If it is just the backwards compatibility version, you would get more people playing GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online more than there already is right now, and it would be a great way to advertise and promote the expanded and enhanced version that could come out a little bit later on in the year. Now, the reason I'm a little bit skeptical of this leak is because it does not align with what Rockstar and Sony have said so far, with the release date of not only the expanded and enhanced version of Grand Theft Auto 5, but also the standalone version of Grand Theft Auto Online, because they have said many a times it is coming in the second half of 2021. And I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to figure out that June is not the second half of the year. In fact, you've got January, February, March, April, May, June. That's only the 6th month of the year. So I guess you could say technically it might be the second half. Like if you literally wanted to break it down, June 15th and beyond, maybe you could call it that. But that just seems a little bit too close to second half of 2021 to be releasing it then. And going by Rockstar's MO, which when they usually release titles, it kind of happens in that October, November, December range because it's closer to the holiday season. So from a business standpoint, that really just makes sense that they're going to be releasing it later on in the year. Now, the summer isn't necessarily bad either because technically you have more people out of school and work and maybe have more time for leisurely activities like video games. But we're also in the midst still of a pandemic, so I don't know how that has an impact on Rockstar's plans or if this has had an impact on things in general. Now, there are a couple of things that might be influencing this. Like I said, this might not be all Rockstar's call here. If they are indeed working with Sony, which it looks like they truly are, not only does it look like there's going to be some exclusivity here, or at least some special things that PlayStation-only players will get, but it also might be out of Rockstar's control when they want this to come out. They might be completely reliant on Sony in order to, make an announcement or to reveal any details. Because remember, they are still giving PlayStation players $1 million a month until this thing actually launches. And I'll actually keep you guys updated on that. We're going to be on the first day of April in just a couple of days. And you're going to, have to claim your money. It's not going to happen automatically. So that is one change that Rockstar really did make recently that I think has raised a lot of eyebrows. And it's just weird how we haven't gotten any new information on these versions of the game. So really, what's my final opinion on this entire thing? I am definitely skeptical, but I think the good news with all of this is we really don't have long to wait to find out. So when April rolls around, and if Oddworld Soulstorm and Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions and A Hat in Time, if those are the PlayStation Plus games, I think it's very clear that what's going to happen in May and June will also occur, meaning the Grand Theft Auto leak would be true. So I guess in a couple of days, I will follow up on this, and if we do see these as the PlayStation Plus games, we'll know that this leak does have some validity and could ultimately be true. For now, I'm going to remain a little bit skeptical, but still be cautiously optimistic, and I recommend that you guys do the same as well. Don't take this as fact because it's not coming from the Rockstar Newswire, but at the same rate, just keep an eye on it because it could be something very interesting. But I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What do you think this potential leak means for the expanded and enhanced version of GTA 5 and standalone version of Grand Theft Auto Online, when it could be releasing, and more? If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.